it's Crystal, and I asked one of my little people to help me with this video, and he's grumpy. So we've tried some different Skin2Spirit products before and been very impressed with them, especially their lipsticks and lip glosses. Speaking of which, I like how their lipstick makes my lips feel. But anyway, that's not what this is about. So, especially when I'm talking, I need to feel like my lips aren't dry and crinkling. Anyhow, so here is the Skin2Spirit natural deodorant. And I'm going to tell you about it first, and then I'll tell you why I like it. So, it's all natural, gluten-free. I don't think that matters because I don't think you're eating it, but it's aluminum-free, toxin-free, cruelty-free, which I love, petroleum-free, which is important, phthalate-free, and paraben-free. So, oh, I suppose you can't see it with the light. Oh, maybe you can. There. Okay, so in here, Skin2Spirit.com is where you can get this. So typical directions: after cleansing, apply a thin layer to underarms. If irritation occurs, discontinue use. So we have been making our own deodorant for a long time because when my kiddos were old enough to start wearing deodorant, I did a lot of research and I found out that there's lots of junk in our deodorants, and that could potentially cause some issues. Particularly, more studies are finding that there's a little link between the metals in deodorant and breast cancer. So I didn't want to start, an 8-year-old wearing deodorant and wearing chemicals that weren't good for her under her arms. So the ingredients in here are organic virgin coconut oil, beeswax, arrowroot powder, baking soda, cocoa butter, shea butter. Those are all ingredients that I use in my own deodorant. And then they go on glycerin, zinc, something, reconolate, essential oils that I use, potassium sorbate, silver dihydrogen, citrate, citric acid, vitamin C, and water. So there are some ingredients in here that I don't use when I make homemade deodorant, but there's far less junk in here than there is. So if you have time to make your own deodorant, go for it. If you're running short on time and you want something that's close to homemade, this is nice. And I'm thinking a lot of the ingredients that I don't use are things that are going to keep this in the right form while it's being transported and stored before it's being purchased. So those are just my thoughts. I'm not a chemist. But, okay, so there is, to keep in mind, there's baking soda in here. Some people do have a sensitivity to baking soda, so test that out before you use a bunch of it. So I had absolutely no problem. So there's not a lot of baking soda in here. And it's a little off-white, and that is also something that happens to my homemade deodorant. That is from the, I think it's from the arrowroot powder, if I remember right. So, but anyway, it does not stain your clothing. So, I'm just going to show you, this is why I wanted a little person, so that we could apply it to an underarm. Here's a little person. He must have changed his mind. I'm not the devil. Did you want to lend us your underarm, Andre? Come here. So, he's pouty. He's pouty, but here's Andre and his underarm. So, I think, personally, the key to putting this on is it's in a solid form now, but because there is coconut oil in it, it doesn't take long for it to get much easier to apply. So if you try to just put it on here, it's going to be a little chunky and you're going to get like an uneven application, and that's when you might have the issue with the baking soda. So, or baking powder. Yeah, or baking soda. I said it right the first time. So what I do is I hold it under my arm for just a little bit to let it warm up with my body heat, and then just move it real slowly See how nice that looks? So there's no pulling on Andre's skin. There's no clumping. I'll show you what I mean here. Give us your other arm, Andre. If I roll this up and just put it on there, there's like chunks of it on there. You can tell by looking at it that it's not smooth, and you saw the look on Andre's face. You weren't digging that, were you? Did it feel much better when I held it on there, warmed it up? Okay, so can you tell these people about the smell? It is fresh coconut and lime. How do you feel about that smell?
I don't know.
I mean, does it seem girly to you, or is it okay for boys and girls, men and women? What do you think?
Probably for both.
For both. Okay, good. There you have it. Andre's 8, and he wasn't coerced. Did I pay you to do this? Would you like it if I paid you to do this? All right. So there you have it. And this is by Skin2Spirit, and it smells very much like coconut verbena lime lotion from Bath and Body Works. So if you're going for that matchy and that's a scent you dig, this one's for you. So there you go, and it's aluminum free, so I feel good about putting it on my 8-year-old. Thanks for your help, Andre.
It's still tingling.